Hey guys, this is Nimjit Rawat. I'm just creating a video for AWS network load balancing. So with the help of network load balancing, we are able to manage or distribute the load from your web server. So for this particular task, we need to some requirement like either two web server, and both server must be in a same zone or region. Use the NLB, means load balancing option. See, if you're talking about the scenario of using network load balancing, we have a two different web server. One is the web server 1 and another is web server 2. See, and tag both server in a single cluster. See, and tag the both virtual machine or web server to the load balancer. So we just start working, or we can implement it. We just see the procedure to create the network load balancing over Microsoft Azure. So open the portal of not Azure. We just create it on AWS, Amazon Web Services. So first of all, I just log in the portal from the help of our on account. See, it's all services of our Azure AWS portal. So first of all, I just create a EC2 instance. To perform this task, firstly we just create a instance or virtual machine by clicking the instance. So firstly launch the virtual machine, select here the operating system, those operating system you want to implement. Just selecting the server 2008. See, data center, click next. I'm just logging two different instances at a time. Next, 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 and select the port number 80 because our web services is launched with the help of HTTP. Then launch it. I'm just creating a new keys. Fill up the web key. Then click download. Open your key and I just make it save as on the dashboard desktop. Okay, then click launch and wait for the launching our instance because it will be take up to 2 to 4 minutes. So wait for the launching VMs. So our virtual machine is launched successfully. So first of all, you just take RDP of this particular machine by clicking click on the connect. Get password, browse your password. Our password is available on a desktop web. In this step, we just log in our virtual machine by choosing your password, which is given by the AWS. Wait for till launching our web server, our virtual machine. Now our virtual machine is logged in successfully. We just log in a web server 1 and web server 2. So in the first step with our virtual machine, go to the server manager part, and next select the role, click on the roles to install a role of IIS. Next select the IIS web servers, install the same role for the both server operating system, which is purchased from the AWS. Now web services is installing. Check the another web service. See, web services IIS is already installed. So close it and go to the start menu, select administrative tool, then click on the server manager, right? So whenever your IIS service will installed successfully, you should be create a template of website or edit the website that you want to deploy with the help of IIS services. So click on the site, select default website and click explore. Whenever you explore your existing and default website, you got two different files. One is IIS, another is welcome. So click on the IIS and go to the open page, click notepad and edit the website by clicking. So in second step, we just install web services on your web server. So I just fill up the name web server 1. Save it and go to the another web server. You know that our IIS role is already installed. Click on start menu, administrator and click IIS manager. Then click on the site, right click on the default site, click explore and the select of IIS start, right click, open with notepad and we mention it as a web server 2. Save it. If you want to confirm, please log in it to check your editing is successfully written or not. See, this is web server 2. Like in other web server, we just also try to check our web server is working or not. So go to my computer, open C drive, intpub and www root, right click your web service and open it. Okay, this is web server. So it means that both services are running properly. If you want to log in, if you want to check your web service is working or not with the help of your own operating system, you just go the machines web server and select the DNS address like this. Copy the DNS address and paste over a browser. Now it's a web server 1, so I'm just mark it as a web server 1. And second is the web server 2. Now our both services which is configured in different server are working properly. Just copy the DNS address and paste on the browser. This is web server 2, this is web server 1. Next, our main motto is that to create the network load balancer to put the both server in a single cluster, that if any casualty our first server may be damaged or disconnected, then your services will automatically up with the help of another server. So to perform this task, go to the EC2 instance option, click the EC2 dashboard and see this one is the load balancer. Click the load balancer. It's a simplest way and easiest way to configure your network load balancer from AWS. Now see, just click on the create. Okay, we have a 3 different options to create our network load balancer. First is the application load balancer, second is the network load balancer which is work over a TCP, and last one is the classic load balancer. So our motto is to select the classic load balancer, type the load balancer name and just full test load balancer. Okay, you should be make it the default VPC. If you have another VPC, then you can choose that. 80 port is automatically selected. Click next and assign the security group. So by default the default security group is selected, so not an issue. And just click on the next. Make the TCP and convert into the HTTP. You should be converted into the TCP because it is work over a 80 port. Click next and select your virtual machine that you are creating and using as a web server. So 2 different types of virtual machine which is configured the web services. Select your web server, click next tag and then click create. Now your network load balancer will configured successfully, and wait for the response. It will be active. This is test load balancer which is created by us. Click the instance. Now unfortunately our instance is out of services, so it will be take up to 300 seconds, but it may be login before 300 seconds. So wait for some time. We are just still waiting that services will be become in service, so we just wait. Okay, done. Your load balancer is working properly because your web server will be in service. So good. Just click on the description and copy the DNS address. Okay, copy and paste over a back page. Now first it can show the web server 1. If you refresh it, that web server 2. So it means that your network load balancing is working properly. Thank you for watching.